Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Moore will throw. Finds his man. It's low. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hard-hitting tackle. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just too much heat that time. And the Ducks buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Still on his feet. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They're going to ride this running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Dante. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. He leaves it with his back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking for room. It's Dante. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And that is great 3rd down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle. You got to react to something wide. Great job seeing the toss, stretching it out, making sure they don't get downhill, making sure they don't get the 1st down.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Ducks will try to convert on 4th down. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on 4th down to keep it on the ground from that distance and pick up the 1st down.
That's one of those things in practice, coaches are probably like, anybody, any place, anytime, anywhere, this is who we are, we're physical, and they showed it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever...
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Takes the handoff. It's Dante. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Moore. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Casper. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Casper. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hauls it in, and the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to do.
And he'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Casper. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Sends it back in motion. Moore will throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Ducks are flying down the field. The give from the gun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Let's go! Toss to the outside. Jukes his way for more. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to turn the corner on the left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Moore to the air. Works the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Dante. He breaks a tackle.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it...
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They go to the ground. Running into the open space. Turning it on. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Casper. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Epps. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Couldn't quite haul it in. They all... The Ducks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Hines is back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Casper. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. He's now over 200 yards, and our stats maven CD reminds us only a couple of guys in Duck history over 5,000 for their careers, well, Michael James and Royce Freeman.
Yeah, and those guys had big playability just like him. The ability to take a run, make a big play, throw to him out of the backfield, catch the football, make somebody miss. Just dynamic playmakers.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Running it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Catch in the middle, it's Dante. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Shakes off the defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. The nice lead here late in the third quarter. They're satisfied to...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great...
Brings into the open. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Moore to the air. He's got the back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The gift to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to the back. Makes one man miss. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Fights off the defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. Moore will throw. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Let's go! Let's go!
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When you're on
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know